Hello everyone, my name's Cade and welcome back to more Legend Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. Alright, you can probably already tell that I'm upset about something. So allow me to explain. So, this is going to be a bit of a different episode. A bit of a weird one. Because, so I've actually already done the next 4 hours of gameplay. However, it was during the 4 hours that the power went out in my house and the video got corrupted. So those hours are now gone. Yeah. So, admittedly, I am very upset about it. I'm not gonna lie. And I do want to get back to it as soon as I can, because again, if I look at my saves, the save that I'm currently on is back up here, and the save that I should be on is over here. So evidently we've got a lot to go through. So, tell you what, this is going to be a bit of a... This isn't going to be perfect, admittedly. I don't like what I'm about to do, but I want to get back into it as soon... Like, I want to get back to the part that I was at as soon as I can. So, we're going to be playing the game a little differently for a bit. Normally I go around, do everything I do everything that the guide tells me to do in normal mode, fairness, blah blah blah, whatever. We're not going to quite do that exactly. Instead, we're just going to go, anytime, I'm going to use the guide, and we're not going to do side quests. I'll just explain the side quests when we see them, so that way I don't have to redo them. And then... what else? Again, we'll just get back to the point that I was at. And then once we get back to the point, I'm going to use the save. Basically, I'm going to be skipping all, like, the side events, just so I can get back to where I was. I'll explain the events as we go. But again, I don't want to waste, like, so much time. Because again, I lost 4 hours of gameplay, and I'm not happy about that. And additionally, we're going to just be sitting it to very easy mode for the time being, so I don't have to worry about difficulty and what have you. Again, sorry about this episode being a train wreck already, but nothing I can really do against power deciding to die. So yeah, let's just get into it. Now we're just heading towards the, gosh, now I have to remember what I have and haven't done already. We're heading towards,
that enemy is strong. Please
wherever the singularity is. Sorry if I'm not going to have as much energy for this recording. I apologize severely in advance. I just want to get back to the point that I was at. It's a shame. And I will be exclusively using this. There's a fork in the road. Dry to the left. The right's mostly just mines and borderlands. Dry? That's what Stock's from, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's working with Maya and Gustav, though, so... Grays are up ahead, huh? Pendulum's pointing this way. Mines and borderlands, correct? Great, Hey, what's with you? Never mind. Let's get going. We're just gonna be skipping fights, and again, there's a side quest monster there that gives you some extra
AP. It leads
AP.
to the largest mining town in western Erebonia, Aragon Iron Mine.
Oh yeah, that's where Gustav's from.
There's a side quest monster here that you can get for extra AP. Again, I'm just going to... I have it completed on the proper save file, so we're just gonna go to that back eventually. Again, I apologize for how this is. That noise. Oh, everyone, hide. But I'm not gonna try and act all surprised when I already... Imperial truck. What's it doing way up here in the mountains? Did you see that, Ash? Yeah, looks like it was mostly miners. If that means what I think it does, then... Get back. Someone else is coming. It's Gustav! I would act surprised, but that would be a lie.
Whew. Made it through without getting spotted. Still, there's gotta be something I can do about all this.
Huh? Is that you, Gustav? I thought as much. Meanwhile, man.
Class 7? And Ash is with you?
Hey. Well, never thought I'd run into you guys way out here. It's good to see you, Ash. I'm glad you're back with us. Don't worry about the past, alright? Focus on the future. Yeah, thanks for that, Father Gustav. Give me some credit. I know you get through all this somehow, so, you know, whatever. Thanks, I guess.
Alright. You're very manly and unemotional. We get it. Gustav, did you come here to check on your hometown? A military truck just passed by this way with quite a lot of miners.
Yeah, everyone from Aragon to Sachin's heading out on a large-scale job. The military got involved and they're calling for more and more workers.
Must be mining for materials for their weaponry. Tanks, panzer soldats, railway cannons, all that's gonna need a lot of metal.
The Empire really is going to extreme lengths for the war effort. Definitely. Everyone I talked to said they're getting worked to the bone all day and all night. Wish there was something I could do about it, but finding our branch camp students takes priority. Same goes for the instructors, right?
Good luck, Gustav.
We got our own stuff to deal with, so just go do what you can without us, got it? Yeah, I was planning with meeting up with Maya and the others after I investigate Jirai anyway. If you ask me though, you're wasting your time looking for that singularity thing around the mines. There's so many people around, you'd think someone would have noticed if there was anything that weird going on.
I suppose that does make sense.
If the mines are out of the question, perhaps we should concentrate on the borderlands. There's a lodge up for travelers at the crossroads up ahead. It's a long way to Ulster. You should probably take a break there while you still have the chance.
Thanks, Gustav. Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, let us know if you need any help or anything. I guess another thing I should probably mention is there is a Master Quartz here, a Gloom Master Quartz. It gives, inflicts ailments. Again, I know this is not how I usually do things, but... Can you blame me when I've lost 4 hours?
We finally made it. I can see the rest lodge from here. That journey here was far too tiring.
The borderlands are northeast from here. Guess we could always take a break first.
We still got a distance cover. A quick break won't hurt. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's head in. I was so close to ending my recording last time too. Hello there, travelers. Welcome to the Nos Rest Lodge. Hey there, do you have any rooms available for 5?
Of course. Anything for some tired guests. Why don't you go ahead and take a load off in the lobby while I get your rooms ready?
Phew, I'm beat. I was aware of the difficulties of climbing mountain roads, but the fatigue has piled up faster than I anticipated.
According to the man at the front desk, this is the halfway point of the trail. We should only be about an hour away from Ulster, though there's also a junction that leads to the Northumbrian border along the way. Oh yeah, that's where Valstein came from, right?
Yep. We should let her know if we learn anything about what's going on.
Speaking of Northumbria, the Northumbrian province, rather, now it's become part of the Empire, it should be facing the effects of the Great Twilight as well.
It wouldn't be out of the question for a singularity to be there then. Still, we should probably focus on Lemire for now. Agreed. We still have to search for Sandy and Ulster after all.
We'll be cutting it close, but it does still fall within the bounds of Lemire. Come to think of it, isn't Ulster Prince Oliver's hometown?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I still hold out hope that he's alive.
Yeah, I think he was there until he was 12.
I thought so. I remember my brother going there as part of His Highness's guard.
The news of his fate must have been quite shocking for the locals.
It'd be hard not to hear about it even way out here in the sticks.
Yeah, Sandy always seemed so proud to know him too.
My, who have we here?
And now, 2 mysterious women join. I'll go ahead and at least let you know this. That was
Do
kind of
forgive me for
silly of
butting
me.
in. I simply couldn't help myself.
When I first saw them, my idiot self thought that they were Edel and Colette.
You are
Don't ask why.
students, are
I
you
just
not?
did.
You've chosen a curious time to go hiking, what with the war on.
Now that I look at them more in detail, it's obvious I was wrong. We all know a way to meet a friend who lives in the area.
I don't mean to be rude, but who exactly are you? You don't look like you're from around here.
Oh, me? I just drove down here from north of the Empire. I had a work assignment to take care of, you see, and...
moment, if you would? Miss Lucy, please. You can't just go around talking to random locals like that.
It also just occurs to me that you mentioned a name and I never even
Yes,
put
I
that
know.
together.
But something about these young people simply piques my interest.
Is everything okay over there?
So you came down from Northumbria, huh? Judging by that fancy oracle out there, I doubt you're actually from there. If I had to guess, I'd say you're actually from Rimophiria.
Oh my, well aren't you perceptive? It's true that I'm here in Erebony for work though. I have business to attend to in Heliask, so I figured this would be the best route to take. Heliask, as in Northumbria's old capital city. Sounds like a long journey even by car. My turn then. You said you have friends nearby, right? In Ulster? How did you get to know someone who lives all the way out here? Huh? Well, why do you want to know? Oh, no reason particular. You just don't look like your typical run-of-the-mill travelers, is all. Who'd hike up a monster-infested trail when you can travel by train or car instead? It's almost as if you're trying to pass through without attracting attention.
Finally come to chase, huh?
If you notice all that, I doubt you're normal travelers either. Oh, but we're as normal as normal can be. You can check our passports if you'd like. Remipherian passports, I might add. I assure you, our entry into Erebonia is both completely legal and totally above board.
Where's she going with this? I can't read her at all.
Remipherian passports and legal entry into the country, huh? Sure stress those parts an awful lot.
Oh, I get it now. The bombshell babe on the right here is your typical run-of-the-mill Rimophiриan for sure.
She even got platinum blonde hair, just like Louise. You, on the other hand... My apologies. It would seem we've been had. Not yet, we haven't. I recommend you ban this line of questioning. We all have our secrets. I'd hate to have to shut you up here and now.
What?
Dear me, things certainly are getting lively over here.
And remember how I said I thought that blonde hair woman was Edel? It especially became extra embarrassing when I
But
realized
fighting
this is
simply
Edel.
won't do. This is a place of rest and relaxation.
Hey, Edel.
Oh. Huh? Could it be?
Hey, Edel.
Our apologies, Miss Badger. I do hope we didn't disturb anyone. We were just leaving, but we'd love to stop by again sometime. The food here was just delightful, those vegetable dishes especially. Please do. Please do. I'll keep a spot at the dinner table open for you. Feel free to take an extra helping or two for the road.
Actually, at the rate we're going, we might be able to get back to where I was in an hour's time.
You're too kind. Thank you so much. I guess this is where we part. I hope you managed to meet up with your friend okay. Sorry for the trouble.
Yeah, we might be able to make it back to where I was in an hour, and you might be wondering how in God's name would I be able to condense 4 hours that got killed, and how would I be able to condense 4 hours of footage into 1 hour? It's thanks to the fact that I'm just going to be explaining the side activities and not actually doing them, mostly.
There you go. That one lady was really fierce, huh?
Fierce doesn't even begin to cover it. Joe's about ready to up and take us out.
Her friend didn't seem like a violent type at all, however.
Wow, you guys are pretty quick on the uptake.
That's it. It's good to see you again, Edel. Likewise, you seem to be doing well, V.
Oh, then that means... Are you a Thul's graduate? Yes, indeed.
That's right. My name is Adel, and I'm currently the proprietor of this lodge. Though Class 7 may know me better as the head of the gardening club. I was a year ahead of them.
Hello, Edel. I see. This land must belong to your family, then?
Yes, my father is only a minor viscount, but we do quite well for ourselves, considering. Working here is a wonderful way to support my studies and hobbies both.
You don't say. But you get some good business out in the middle of nowhere, a place like this.
There must be plenty of people passing through on their ways to Ulster in the mines. Yes, even more so as of late. Though most of them are miners or soldiers, you don't see many people like those two from earlier very often.
Interesting. Well, either way, at least we found our Thor's graduate. This trip is shaping up to be worth it already.
The artist must have gotten in touch with you by now, right? That's right. I'm up to speed with Vincent as well as the other alumni further east. Nothing from Vivi or Ferris quite yet, though. That said, the botanist in me can't but be curious about these reddish black plants I've been hearing about lately.
It's like Plurima grass, alright. Do you know anything that might help narrow down where it could be?
Well, it's mostly been people from Ulster talking about it. Those women from earlier asked about it as well. He must be up to something.
Did they also head to Ulster by any chance?
Yes, they were only stopping here for one night. Apart from its distillery, that town doesn't really have much in the way of tourist attractions. And with the residents getting drafted left and right, it's hard to see why anyone would want to go there now.
And here I thought this tour's gonna be boring.
We need to talk to Sandy. Once we've rested up, it's time to move out.
In that case, you'll need a hot meal to fortify you for the road ahead. I recommend our large specialty. I grow the vegetables myself on my family's estate.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
It definitely will be, with Elle making it.
Staff for Ulster, give our craft points specs out. Now is also when you can give superior dishes to Adel, so we'll come back at a later point, do that.
So,
You can tell I'm trying to rush through.
Ulster should be...
Did I?
To the left.
Never
The
mind.
path meanders quite a bit, though.
Well, it's not getting any shorter. Let's get going.
It's a tough one.
A
Careful.
bunch of chests along the road. But again,
Oh, a nice open area.
And that's a vineyard, I take it?
the wrong way.
Mueller's told me about the ones here.
Ulster's
Oh,
gonna be on the right up ahead.
This is a photography you can take for Rex. This is a photography spot for Rex.
Aw, look at those fluffy sheep.
They seem well taken care of. They must belong to someone in town.
Fields, sheep, we're in the sticks.
Sheep. Bruh.
Welcome to Ulster.
So this is Ulster. Rustic and quiet, just like my brother said.
Dude, rustic? It's got more tumbleweeds than people.
Being back here is somewhat nostalgic.
You've been here before?
Just for a short while, I came here on a covert mission during the Civil War. We came to engage some former Jaegers that escaped from the Noble Alliance forces. The old Class 7 happened to be here at the same time as I was.
I remember. We worked together for a bit. Really? Guess there's still a lot I don't know about the instructor.
A lot of things happened during the Civil War. Jeez, even little Bunny was throwing her way around. Hey, that's...
Sandy!
There. That should do it. Still, is it really okay for me to be here? Shouldn't I be off fighting with everyone else?
Sandy! It's alright.
Class 7? Wait, Ash? What are all of you doing here?
Hello. Yeah, we'll actually be able to get back to where I was real quickly. Hopefully.
Oh, so this is the tavern your family runs. I've heard good stuff about it, but it's even cooler in person. It's great you were able to make it back home. Yeah, but it's not totally really fair to everyone else. I mean, Maya and Sydney still aren't back yet.
I don't think you need to worry about Sandy.
That's what good stuff made it back home after all.
I'm sure your parents were relieved to see you, Sandy. I sure hope so. That was a really nice thing to say, Allie. You're just getting more and more thoughtful. It's great to see you back with everyone, Ash.
That's all you got to say to me? Damn, talk about underwhelming. Yeah, I'm a big boy. I'll get over it. Anyway, your neck of the woods seems to be getting pretty sketchy these days.
Yeah, things have really taken a turn for the worse. It all began right after that great Twilight thing. Mayor Matham used to be a really gentle person, but he's been getting pretty pushy about conscription. Not just him either. Some of the others in town have been acting just as strange.
Yep, we saw that at the intro.
I think it's where the anger and despair over what happened to Prince Oliver is being channeled. Ulster being his hometown is a huge point of pride for the people here.
It can be traced back to the curse. It fills the lonely spaces in your heart with pure evil.
That's what happened to Miguel and Brad. And I'm no exception either. Just thinking about it makes me want to puke.
But you're okay now, Ash. You've got us. By the way, do you happen to know anything about this Pleroma grass, Sandy? Only what I've heard. It's supposed to be connected to Singularity somehow, right? Personally, I haven't come across any, but I do know someone who has.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you know Kai? He's usually at the workshop. It sounds like his sister Tilly's seen it blooming, and not too far outside town, I think. A moment, please. I feel like I've heard those names before.
Oh, we met those two during the Civil War, remember? Let's go talk to them. Yeah, let's get going.
I'll get in touch with Maya, Gustav, and Sydney again. I'll also contact some alumni, see if they can help out. Oh, and there's also this... Also those two who you mentioned, the women staying in the lodge. Something about them seem a little fishy. I mean, who just takes off in the middle of the night like that?
Who indeed?
I imagine we acquire some useful information if we made inquiries around town.
What are we waiting for? Let's get to it.
Additionally, if we go into this room, we can see a familiar face. Remember this guy?
Who do we have here? Huh. His presence. Ah, yes.
It's the blind guy from Azure.
Students from the field, probably from a military academy if I had to guess. There's a bracer among you as well.
Oh, how did you...
This man appears to be blind.
My apologies. I seem to have given you quite the shock.
Marcel Nielsen.
Marcel Nielsen's the name. I'm a freelance journalist. I must say, I'm actually quite curious about your situation. That's why I was compelled to approach you.
Oh, I know you. You cover events all over the world, right? How'd you know so much about us, though?
It's nothing special, really. When one loses their sight, things others cannot see become more obvious to them. That's all. You seem to be students of some kind, yes? Given the mix of weapons you have on hand, it'd be logical to conclude that you attend a military academy. One among you has a very similar feel to a certain bracer I know. That's all there is to it.
Ugh, gotta answer you. That's pretty damn perceptive. I think I better keep a little distance, you know what I mean? Yes, I believe that's wise, Ash. We mustn't risk unnecessary trouble at the moment. Please excuse our rudeness, Mr. Nielsen, but we actually have some matters to attend to.
Yes, it does feel that way indeed. Pardon my intrusion, everyone. I know how busy you all are. You know, I'll be moving around for Ereboni for the foreseeable future, collecting news and data. I'd like if our paths were to cross again.
Alright. There's one event that I will do here that's not too long, so I can bear with it. You can get your horse ride here. If we go back here, we can find where a house used to be.
This place?
Yes. This is where Olivia's original home used to be.
Lenheim? That's the surname that Prince Albert used when he helped us out in Crossbell, isn't it?
According to Mueller, it's the name he used while staying in Liberl. From what I've heard, it's his late mother's surname. Looks like it was destroyed in a lightning strike in May.
Must have been some kind of bad omen.
That's bull. When your time comes, it comes. I don't think anybody else gives a shit one way or other.
General stores don't usually carry flowers, do they?
Not usually, no, but a quick peek couldn't hurt. Gave some flowers and prayed. Alright, so that's that. In here, to continue the story, Sonny said that this is the house.
Must be. Let's see if they're home. Excuse me, is this where Kai and Tilia live?
Oh, hey. Yeah, it is. Wait, is that?
It's the kids from the intro.
Hello. Feel like it's been forever. You've both grown a lot.
Can't believe my eyes. You're here. It's been so long. Since Civil War, right? It's around 2 years ago. If it hadn't been for you, I really don't know what we would have done.
So this girl must be Tilia then. She's super cute.
That brother is pretty scrawny, but seems like he got a good head on his shoulders at least.
Sorry, we should be welcoming you in. Are you in Class 7 too? I don't remember seeing you with the others last time.
Well, that's because we weren't here. We're sort of the next gen.
We're looking for information about an instructor, Reen Schwarzer.
No way. Sabrina's... I still can't believe what's going on. And you say that black grass that Tilia saw is a clue?
I will leave out details for the time being, but he is most certainly in a precarious situation. We'd like to help out if we can. No, we're going to.
Yes, and we would like to gather any information that we can.
I saw a black glass in the Osgiliath Basin north of town.
I was airing out medicinal herbs and only came across by chance, but it was right there, growing in the middle of the basin.
Ah. I haven't heard a lot about this place. All I know is that it's somewhere on the outskirts of the mare.
Well, it's sort of a place you don't drop by unless you got a specific reason to. It's also known as the Forbidden Basin. A lot of ancient ruins and artifacts have been excavated there.
What kind of name is that? Is it okay to tell us about it?
Well, I trust you guys. But it's not something we should share. We received a lot of help over the years. There was the incident with those Jaegers 2 years ago and the stuff with the artifact the year before.
It's our turn to help someone now. Although we're hardly doing anything, just telling you location. That's not true. This is exactly what we needed. Thanks, both of you. We'll make good use of this intel so we can connect these clues to Reen. Definitely. And we'll get to the bottom of this for you guys too, Kai and Tilia. We'll be sure to stop by once Instructor Reen's return, alright?
Okay, we'll be waiting.
Skelly's Basin's to the north, right? Be nice if we had some more info.
That is just old books from the previous game. That light there, so don't have to worry about that. Next up, you have to go to the distillery. Again, sorry if I'm rushing through, but I imagine you guys don't want to see me at low energy for things that I've already seen before. So I figured it'd just be best to get back to what I do know. Or what I don't know, sorry.
So this is a brandy distillery, huh? Gotta say, really don't know anything about alcohol. I'm only 17, so it's all lost on me. Sarah would probably like it here, though.
That booze hound would go wild in a place like this.
Shouldn't be a problem if we took a look around, right? Even if some of us are underage. We might even find an important clue or other information inside. Indeed. We should speak with the people here just in case.
Talk to this guy. First day summer. What the world's that supposed to mean? Probably just some prank.
Something wrong?
Oh well, it's a pretty rural distillery, so don't get many phases here. We're actually not conducting tours, so sorry about that.
Came to look because we're curious. Not every day we get to see the inside of a distillery, you know? Anyway, what were you looking at?
Well, we just received an order from Mortis for our next batch. That's a normal occurrence, but there was a strange sheet of paper slipped in with the order form. Never seen anything like it. Guess you could call it a poem? Can't tell if there's any meaning to it.
A poem?
Or shit. And over, dude. Sure, here you go. When 7 Lions visit on the first day of summer, the main will wait in the north in vain, planning out her moves. I remember thinking originally that it would be, I was talking that I would have thought it'd be either the Steel Maiden or, but the more accurate guesses that I made that ends up being true is that it's Muse. The maiden who predicts the next moves is you. Gotta be her, huh?
Knowing her, it's possible.
Could be nonsense. Alright, let's go to the basin. I would predict that in the next 40 minutes we could probably get back to where I was. I did a lot of, like, fighting as well, so I won't deny that fighting probably took up a good chunk of the time.
It's reacting. There's definitely something here.
This is Oscudious Basin, the so-called Forbidden Land.
Be careful. Hard to tell what could happen in a place like this.
Yeah, let's go already. I already followed the monsters here, and I've already scanned everything and all that on the actual save that we'll be using.
Is a storm coming or what?
I don't think it's a storm. The air feels different somehow.
Again, I apologize that this episode is probably going to be suckier than the rest,
like a real
but
tough one.
I just don't want to... I want to get back to where I was, really. But thankfully, we're already probably about halfway there to where I was.
Look! Over there!
Just as we thought.
That's the landing craft from the Pantagruel.
Damn, look at all these creepy-ass flowers. And over there, just the ladies we thought we'd see.
Duchess Mildine. General Aurelia Le Guin. This section's really cool, though.
Muse.
And Principal Aurelia.
Oh, you finally arrived. My young horned lions.
Welcome, Thor's Branch Campus's Class 7 Special Operations. My name is Mildine. Mildine Uzalith de Cayenne. I am heiress to the Cayenne Duchy and sponsor of the Viceland Army. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last.
Hello.
Our acquaintance.
A new introduction for your new identity, is that it?
Just rejoin the party.
Oh,
I've already
Yuna.
done this section.
You'll have to forgive
before
me
the
for
power
hiding the
cut
truth
out.
from you. Muse was an old nickname of sorts. One my parents gave me before they passed.
Listen, I already know that you're coming back with us. I guess I
After
can
the
kind of act
accident,
funny with the
however,
fact that I know
their
the future
duchy was
already.
inherited
Listen.
by my Uncle Croy.
Yeah. We already know about your future here, at least for the next, like, 2 hours, I would say, from here.
No sooner had he taken his seat as the new Duke Cayenne than I was shipped off to Heimdall, out of sight and out of mind. There, I spent close to a decade as a student at St. Astraea, all the while knowing that my uncle's actions would one day lead to civil war.
What?
That's impossible.
You're saying that as a little kid, you knew there was gonna be a civil war?
It only made sense. I could see what my uncle would make of House Cayenne's assets, the machinations of the other 4 great houses, and the Rhineford group as well, the Empire's relationships with Crossbell and the Republic, the Blood and Iron Chancellor's plots, excluding supernatural elements such as the Society and the Divine Knights. All of these factors allowed me to predict that the Noble Alliance would move to suppress the reformist faction by force, and that it would all lead to Duke Cayenne's, to my Uncle Croy's inevitable downfall.
If you were anyone else, I'd think that was a bluff.
Lady Mildine contacted me right at the close of the Civil War. As an ally of Count Egret, I'd known of her since she was a child. When she predicted every twist and turn of the Northern War, right down to the Empire's proposal, I made up my mind. I would see Lady Mildine as the next head of House Cayenne. Not that sham of a man, Marquis Ballard.
Good.
Though I must admit to this day, I find both her ambition and the accuracy of her predictions intimidating.
You know, it really is a shame
For
that I
instance,
already know what's
She
happening
sought
for
contact
this
with the Witch of
section.
Ouroboros to bolster her list of allies. And by the end of last year,
Because it was,
she had
I was
foreseen the
really
national
emotional during it
mobilization
because I was like,
the war
come
with
on, come
Calvin,
back to us,
and even the curse
Muse.
overtaking the Empire.
I feel like it's like, come on, come back to us. You know you want to come back, and then it's just like now that the power
Damn, she's like
deleted
some
my
kind of monster.
now that the power has
You can't
deleted
be
my.
clairvoyant. So what is it?
It's just like I can't really react to this.
I
I've
merely
already
look
done
at
that.
the pieces in play and consider how they will interact. No clairvoyance necessary.
It's
I
just
see the current state of things, the events that led up to this point, and the multitude of futures spreading out before us.
Again, I really apologize for the
And,
quality of this
most
specific
importantly,
recording.
I see the goal of the one who controls the game board. At the moment, Chancellor Osborne is unmistakably that person. Prince Olivert noticed this as well, and did all he could to stop Osborne's ambitions. But it became
I just
clear
really
to
wanna
me
get
that
back
he
to
never
the
quite
new
understood
stuff.
the extent of the Chancellor's plans.
The stuff that I don't know.
Which is why I started devising some plans of my own. The first was getting the General here to take over as principal of the Thor's Branch campus. And
Yeah.
the second was claiming the title of Duchess Cayenne and recruiting soldiers to my side behind the scenes. Then, when the Great Twilight broke out, I established the Viceland Army. It is with this very force
can
that
do
I
it
intend to stop
together.
Operation Jormungand.
Man, it really is a shame
Perhaps
that
you
I
could
lost my
say
recording.
they're
God
the
dang
dagger I
it.
prepared.
Sorry. I'm gonna be
Use it.
salty about that until we're done with
Finally
it.
starting to see what Eustace was talking about.
Until we get back to where I was, until we get back to where I was before the power cut out, I'm just.
I don't quite understand how, but you really do intend to fight them, don't you? The Imperial Army has grown to a massive size with
just
the
hopefully
recent
one
draft.
single play on
It
this
may very well be the largest force
series
ever assembled.
for my
An
recordings.
army of 1 million strong, poised to destroy Calvert. Yet you still plan to stand against them?
But if you guys dislike how I'm dealing with it, then I understand. I dislike it too.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I really want to get back to the point that I was at.
Are those women we met earlier another part of your plans? The ones affiliated with the Principality of Remiferia and a certain other country.
I'll tell
So
you
you
that at the
ran
very
into
least,
them,
I
did
do know about what's. I'll tell you when. We'll end this
you
recording
are
when we get to the point where
We
I was
invited them
at
here to discuss
before
the
my power cut
cooperation.
out.
I imagine they're secretly conferring with their respective countries as we speak.
All right, I'm starting to see what you're after now.
It's gonna mean a lot of bloodshed. Even if it's successful, there'll be a ton of casualties.
True. I estimate it will result in hundreds of thousands of deaths. Though in the worst case scenario, it could be millions. Civilian and soldier alike.
So many dead.
Yeah.
You're serious about this?
I am. At this point, the Imperial Army has gained too much momentum for us to be able to stop it outright.
And next, you know,
Erebonia was already the greatest military
the
power
next thing
in
you will say
Zemuria.
is no.
And like you said, conscription has only further increased its strength. That's without even factoring in the Panzer Soldats, railway cannons, and airships. It has the advantage in both numbers and technology. What's more, the Chancellor has Ouroboros at his beck and call.
Yeah.
And above all else, there's the Great Twilight itself. Its curse removes any chance that those involved in the conflict could grow weary of war. At this early phase, many are able to resist its influence, but that won't last forever. It's only a matter of time until every soul in Erebonia will be able to think of nothing but war. Which is why I presented the other nations an ultimatum. Do nothing, and allow themselves to be swallowed up by the Empire, forever stained by its curse. Or
Yeah.
join me in one final effort to keep the world from ending. That's what I told those women you met, and it's what I've told everyone else I've been in contact with.
Just how many countries have you spoken?
Wait. You're telling me you've talked to everyone already?
Much like Operation Jormungand itself, my plan is well underway. The bell cannot be unrung. Even if I were to die, the choice to fight or be overtaken would still remain. Now, I'll keep my predictions as to what they will choose to myself. But humans are foolish and prideful, but they tend to show their true colors and their true strength in times of crisis. In the end, that will be the deciding factor.
Cool, get back in the team.
You've got guts. Even with your predictions, this can't have been easy.
Now, Yuna, do your thing.
But, Muse, why join us? I can see your resolve. And I get what you're trying to do. But what I don't get is why you joined Class 7. What purpose did that serve? If everything you just told us is true, wouldn't it have been more effective for you to stay behind the scenes? And even if enrolling at the branch campus was part of your plan, you didn't need to transfer to Class 7. Wasn't sticking with us through everything that happened in the Grawl an unnecessary risk?
I only did what would benefit me, naturally. How could I resist the chance to get close to the son of the Chancellor, the Ashen Awakener himself?
It's good to see that even as a princess, you are.
He seemed like he would have some connection to the curse, so I thought that learning more about him would be advantageous in the long run. Of course, it didn't hurt that Instructor Reen is totally my type.
Thank you, Music.
Okay, that part I believe. But the rest of that explanation was bullshit.
Correct.
Agreed. That sounds like a job for one of your pieces. As a player, it would be safer for you to stay removed from all this. And that includes you talking to us in person right now.
Yep.
When I connected with everyone in the Grawl, I felt a warmth inside you, Muse.
You're just as much a part of this as everyone else was.
No matter what you might say now, you couldn't have fabricated that. Your feelings toward all of us are genuine. That's the one thing I can say with absolute certainty.
Altina.
Your poker face is starting to crack, Egret.
Get
Still,
back
that
over
little
here.
trick of yours is something else. You could really give Osborne a run for his money, and this plan you've come up with is probably the best chance anyone has of shutting down the Empire. But the question is, can you live with yourself afterward? Yeah, you've thought the plan up, but I'm guessing you sure as hell wish there was another way.
Listen, Muse, you may not think so, but you really are just a regular girl.
A very strange one,
What?
but still.
Your friendships with Elise and Alphen, your pride in our class, your major crush on Instructor Reen, they're all part of that.
So get back over
That
here.
dirty mind of yours and the way you tease people can be a little annoying, I admit. Still, you're just an ordinary girl who loves sweets, gossip, and all sorts of other regular stuff. Same kind of girl you'd find anywhere. Sure, you may also be a genius who can come up with plans to change the fate of the world, but that's beside the point. There's no way an ordinary girl like you would be okay with a plan that would cost millions of people their lives, is there?
Yeah. So come on.
Oh, I get it. You wanted to tell us what you were up to.
You wanted to be
Because
stopped.
every plan you came up with involved a huge sacrifice, and you were hoping Class 7 would be able to help you find a better solution.
Come on.
Let me put it another way. What do you really want, Muse? I'm not asking future Duchess Mildine Uselith de whatever. I'm asking Muse Egret, member of Class 7. What do you want to do?
You know what you want to do.
The truth is, I...
Get over here. But first,
Well, isn't this a touching sight?
we got a fight to do. I will say this, doing this fight is going to be, again, is going to be very satisfying.
Those uniforms.
They're from the
I
main
don't care
campus.
if I'm still doing it.
And isn't that...
I got all the AP, I should mention that, from the side quests and whatnot that we are kind of zooming through. So yeah, these people are back. Hey, Major Michael. Hey, Cedric. Doing this part again is going to be very satisfying, at least. Hello, Shirley.
We meet again, Class 7.
I was very surprised to see them
Don't
all
try
here
to
of all
run.
people, though.
We have you surrounded.
I was for sure positive we fight, I don't know, anything else.
Fritz? And what's going on?
Can I still know why you're in
It's been some
class
time.
a class
Class
outfit?
How convenient to find all of you in one place.
Hey, Michael.
Ah, former instructor Irving. I wish I could say I was surprised to see you on their side. I take it you've chosen to remain with the military then.
Receptive as ever, former Principal Le Guin. I have some plans of my own.
Do you
I've
now?
since
Big
taken on the
gun.
position of Field Exercise Supervisor for the Thor's main campus. For your safety, I would advise you all to come quietly.
Nah.
Are you kidding me?
Hey,
It's
coward.
good to see you, Kurt. How have you been since the Grawl?
Hey, coward.
Your Highness.
Is that the sanguine ogre?
What the shit is she doing in a Thor's uniform?
That's so funny to me.
Oh, you like it? I thought I filled it out nicely.
Shut up.
Everyone's here. Just like the intelligence division said they would be. The would-be Imperial assassin, Ash Carbide, and all of his Class 7 accomplices.
Coward.
Even Lady Mildine, suspected instigator of the recent armed uprisings. As a representative of both Thor's and the Imperial family, it is my duty to take you all in.
I guess I'll also mention it. We're about to fight these guys
Go
again.
ahead and try.
Well, for me, I'm going to be fighting them
I'm
again.
sorry, but I can't let that happen.
What? You think you're hot shit now that you've got some shiny new toys?
But basically, you get extra AP if you can take on all
As
the
a matter of
opponents
fact, I
by
do.
time 40 turns pass.
After all, what good is power if you can't exercise it?
Yeah, yeah.
And right now, you are all powerless to stop me. Especially given
Brother.
that my sniper has a bead on your Rakshasa right now.
I still think that... So, yeah, she has a sniper on her, but I'm going to be real with you. I still think she would be fine. I still think she would probably have the
The
instincts to
red
probably avoid a
constellation's here
sniper.
too?
I called in the big guns.
This whole thing seems a little petty, but whatever.
I'm only here to fulfill His Highness's orders.
Between the
Hey,
Jaegers
Gareth.
and Major Irving, they've staged a two-pronged offensive. Having to fight my way through both of them and ensure Lady Mildine's safety might prove a tad bothersome.
We've
Oh,
set
well.
up a perimeter with the Arc Royale and the RMP's anti-aircraft cannons.
I wish I could be surprised,
Trying to
but again,
escape
I
aboard your
can't.
landing craft would be suicide. And don't even try bringing out your Panzer Soldats. That will make no difference.
That's where you're wrong, gamer.
You knew about that, huh?
He was our instructor, after all.
Be that as it may,
Time to fight back. Welcome back, Muse.
my friends
again.
have shown me a new potential path, and I'm not about to let that slip through my fingers.
Muse Egret.
Do your worst. I, Muse Egret of Class 7, will fight back with everything I've got.
Muse.
Hell yeah, that's more like it.
That's
No!
right. This is not where our story ends.
Not until we get our instructor back.
This is going to be satisfying again.
Oh, very well. I suppose we'll have to break you before you really understand the position you're in. And we'll do so with the greatest that Thor's Class 1 has to offer.
You
Show us
suck.
how far you've come since the Grawl.
We won't let our history stay our blades.
So don't give us anything less than your all.
Wasn't planning on it, asshole.
This is going to go the
I hope
exact
you're
same way as
ready,
it
Your
did
Highness.
other way.
I've been waiting for a chance to cut loose.
Let's do this.
The only difference is it's going to be quicker
fight
because I'm not going to bother
together,
scanning.
everyone.
I already scanned in the other playthrough, or in the other
Here I
save file,
come.
so we're just
Prepare
going to start with this.
You better.
Behold! Now!
Just spam S-Crafts. Farewell.
Possible.
Pitiful.
Yeah, this is basically how it went last time,
You're
except I
holding
scanned
out
them.
rather well.
We're getting closer to where I was. Don't worry. Not too much longer. Level up. I'll show everything that I got last time. AP increased by 3.
I can't believe you've improved this much.
Considering what happened last time, I think you all know what's about to happen.
We couldn't afford to... Not to you, Your Highness. As a Vander, I swore my swords to your protection. But now that you've lost your way, I need to protect you from yourself.
Kurt.
Oh well.
Fine. Let's see how those swords of yours fare against this!
This is going to be extremely
me,
satisfying once more.
Testarossa!
Your cringe ass Divine Knight. Yeah,
So
yeah,
this
baby.
is the demon.
Your Highness, this is outside the scope of our operation.
Seriously? You're whipping it out now? I swear, a little excitement and off you go.
Allie, now!
Get in
Black
there.
Shade! Release!
Get in ours. There we go. Testarosa's divine weaponry.
It still has...
If only we had a Spiegel.
By the way,
Funny you should say that.
yep. Thanks, Muse. So now Kurt gets to have his
I just so happened to stumble upon it at Rock Patio and quietly delivered it.
Yep.
You
And they help.
Looks like it got there okay.
Your timing, Sandy.
Give him help.
I'm sorry. I'm getting really eager to get back to where I was. I'm so sorry.
You really do plan for...
Now we...
We are probably going to start moving through the dialogue a bit
So
quicker
you've
so I can
got
just get
one
back to
more
where I
piece of
was. I'm
junk.
so sorry.
What good will that do?
You're about to find out. Again.
Here we go.
In my reality.
Now!
Let's just not bother with fairness.
Let's get him! They're mine!
Very well. There!
Attack the arm or the head.
My turn.
Yeah! It's down! It's mine!
Demon bow, fire!
Barbados.
Mine! It's my turn! There!
Cringe.
It's my
Stop
turn!
being cringe.
You can't... Wide open! They're mine!
My turn. There! It's mine!
I got this.
With that, the fight's over.
Why are you resisting?
Cringe. You are cringe, Cedric.
Take him down, Bander!
Yep. That's so satisfying to see again, I won't deny.
Kurt! Did we get him?
No, it's not over yet.
This is absurd.
Cringe.
How could mere Panzer soldiers do this?
Come on, Princey boy. You can do better than that. You do know how much stronger your machine is than theirs, right? You're bringing shame to the Testarossa name.
Yeah.
You're so pathetic, I can feel my weapon cringing at you.
I agree.
Surely, now's really not the time. And please don't call me Princey Boy.
Whatever you say, Your Highness.
Ada, Fritz, everyone into the soldiers! They only have 3. We'll bring them down through sheer numbers.
I really wish I could be surprised at
Your
what
Highness!
happens next, because it was
That's
really
going
cool when
too
it happened the
far.
first time.
Are you questioning your prince's orders? The Red Constellation, then! What are you waiting for? Capture them!
Your Highness.
I don't think so.
It was really cool when this happened the first time. But again,
What the?
all of old Class
Class
7's back here to
7?
help. Well,
Heck of an
excluding,
entrance.
you know, the ones that we saw
Are
before.
all of you okay? We managed to pinpoint the singularity, so we came to help.
Hey, guys.
Forgive the impropriety, Your Highness.
I am surprised it's not only...
However,
it was all the
we
remaining
cannot
ones
let your
and not just
unchivalrous
3.
behavior go unchallenged.
That's right. We will not stand idle while our fellow Class 7 members are in danger.
How did they manage to break through the RMP's perimeter?
Because you're cringe.
I'll admit their timing's good, but...
I've said it before and I'll say it again. This makes no difference.
Would a giant ship in the sky happen to make a
Bring
big
everyone
difference?
you like. It won't change.
Would it? Just a question
Are you quite sure about that?
with absolutely no relation to this. Hi there, Pantagruel. Again, I wish I could act surprised again, but I can't.
What?
Ooh la la!
Isn't that...
It was here this whole time?
Thanks, Vita.
Impossible! Where did it come from?
That was some truly impressive cloaking.
Nice. Vita!
Well done, Miss Witch. You ask the impossible, and I deliver. Hello, Your Highness. You've gotten taller since we last met.
And cringe.
Major, Ogre, how have you been? Our side's ready to fight at any time. Are you?
Dropping the soldat. Hey, Wallace.
Damn! That's one way to turn the tables.
You have no
Prince
hope,
Cedric,
losers.
I hate to admit this, but we don't have the power to deal with their forces as it stands. I
Cowards.
suggest we make a strategic retreat.
Cowards. Cowards.
Very well, Major. Send word to all main campus students.
Cowards.
Kurt,
Cowards.
Class 7, crew of the Pantagruel. This round goes to you. But I will not allow
You
this
were cooler
insult
as a
to go
kid.
unavenged.
You became cringe immaculate.
Main campus students, withdraw!
Yes, sir! That means us too, Gareth.
Right.
Whee! Retreated. Hey, Wallace. Again, wish I could act surprised and
These
happy to
Class
see you
7
again,
reunions
but
are
I've already
never
seen you again.
uneventful. Still,
Right back at you. Thanks for saving us. I'm gonna be honest with you, we're just going to skip. So yeah, they all thank each other. I'm so sorry, guys. So yeah, they just all are happy and Muse joins the party again. I'm just going to skip through this. I know you guys don't want to see me like this, and I don't want to see me like this. It's boring. Anyways, Muse rejoins the party. It's really nice that the Wyvern Army is going to continue without her. We thank our friends. We head back. They're waiting for us here because they failed their thing. Muse is the same as ever. Ash wants Muse to be more grown? Question mark? Still looking for everybody else. I will let this next part play out, though. I want to look at Reen's name during this. His name is corrupted. It's horrifying. And I want that line to actually play out properly.
Reen, collect the fragments.
I'm almost positive that's Milliam. The other images show the other characters like saying Reen's name, trying to get him to snap out of it, I guess.
looks like you went
Again,
up a
I'm
rank.
sorry.
Here's a little treat.
just-
Nice work, troops. I know it ain't easy.
Yeah. Proceed. We're almost there. Don't worry. We are actually exceedingly close to where I was. So now they're going to talk about how they now know the locations of the next two, which is in Heimdall's Underground and Crossbell. So Crossbell's where we're headed next. And in the next area, you have to take either Elisa or Eustace. You get a bunch of accessories for them. You have to go talk to two characters. There is a side quest you can do here where you just teach the kids stuff, but again, I already did that on my own time. I'm just trying to rush through so I can get back to where I was. I'm sorry. I don't want to... Wait, you can also go inside and find Emma talking to her grandmother again, trying to get her to eat stuff. Also, I forgot, Muse is going to use the flowers here as an aphrodisiac. Don't question it. Elisa says that she has a way of getting us back to, getting us over to Crossbell because there's no spirit stones over there, or teleportation stones. So we have to use a unique method. We could also go and do the other level of the Grawl Labyrinth or whatever it is. But again, I already did that on my own time, so we're just going to skip through it. We're almost there. Give me like 10 more minutes of like cutscene skipping and we'll be there. Just 10 more minutes and we'll be back to where we should be, before my power cut everything off. You can only bring 2 teammates. I was originally going to bring back I was going to originally bring Elisa and Eustace, but it requires you to bring one, but you can't bring both.
Our destination is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
beyond the
I'm
wooden gate on the far
sorry.
left.
I really feel bad about this, but... Head to Crossbell. The characters that I end up bringing are Elisa and Machias, because they are my favorites. And if we find Reen here, which I think there's a good chance of it... Anyways, guess who's going to be helping us? It's Josette! So that's cool. While in the sky, it lets us have a little bit of talk where they talk about how they were the Skybants before and how this is actually the second Bobcat ship and that the first one was given to her brothers so that they could go fly around and do more business. Kurt and Ash talk about how Yuna is nervous. Yusei and Altina talk about stuff that I don't think is vital, but stuff. Machias and Elisa talk about how we can pull this off. And then, on our way over there, we end up seeing in the sky Calvard's army and the Imperial army in the sky. They don't see us. Well, actually, that's a lie. They do. Two people on one of the ships sees us. And they look like they're actually members from the old Class 7. Skip this. We land where the fishing boat house was before, but once we do that, guess what else is here? Black Paloma-grass. It's time to fight Heavy Knight again.
A powerful enemy. Exercise caution.
Okay, so again, I'm just going to mash through arts.
Now, search mode activate. Detailed
That's not what I meant to do. Speed bullet.
Nope.
I'm hoping I can just spam through arts to get through this again. We are so close. Give me like, if after this fight, I just have to explain like one more thing, and we will be back to where I was, and no more skipping will have to occur. Because I am so sorry.
Useless. There.
But
I've got you. My turn. Real
I really do feel bad.
All right. It's my turn. Let's go. I'll assist.
Let's go.
My turn. There. Now.
Please just burst in and kill it, please.
Might chop. It's down.
They're mine. This.
So yeah, we defeated it, and Joka and everyone was fine, but the ship got damaged in the process, so yeah. They can't fly away yet. So now it's our turn to just move along. There are a couple monsters here, a couple chests. Give me like, we're almost there. Literally like 2 mini cutscenes left, and we'll be there. We go over here, we see that Tangram Gate has finished being constructed to hell and back. The tomatoes are back, which are my worst existence enemy. And then... hang on. Okay, so we have the army here. It's going towards Armorica, and they're using the old ancient battleground as a place where they can train up troops. And that's it. We're back to where we should be. This is where my save file comes into play. This is where we should be. I am so severely sorry for how terrible this episode has been, but I wanted to get back to the new stuff, and but again, hopefully this won't happen again. It was a freak accident that the power even went out. So, we're gonna end it here for today. I'm probably going to upload a second recording today to make up for this. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoy and hope to see you all later. Peace.